Chloe, let's do it. Chloe's new solo, Another Season, is about rebirth and renewing and moving on to a new story. And it's great because this is the end of the season. It was the perfect choice. Reach, reach, up, ball change down.
For nationals, I am doing a dance called Seasons. It's a contemporary lyrical piece, and I really like it, and I hope I win a title with it.
No, it's not a seesaw.
Take off of one foot. At rehearsal, I noticed Chloe's sort of not her regular self. I can see written all over her face that something's wrong. She just didn't have that same Chloe passion that she normally does.
I know you're tired. I know this has been really long and hard on you. I do. I know.
Sometimes I just don't want to dance. I mean, I love dance. I just am tired and I need a break.
You want me to, here, lay down. Here.
I talk to her and she tells me that she doesn't want to dance anymore. That's very hard for me to hear because I think Chloe is extremely talented and I would hate to see her give up on something that she has such an amazing talent for. But on the other hand, as a mother, where do I draw the line? You know, when is enough for her?
All done?
Second feet. You're early, babe.
When you talk about the pressure between me and Maddie, it's kind of different, but not really different. There's pressure on Maddie because she's won all season long, and there's a lot of pressure on me because I have to prove that I can do it as well.
We're at Nationals. This is our last competition. I really want Chloe to win a crown. She deserves it.
Competing next is number 1006, Another Season.
Another year, another season, another story closed again. One more tale is ending. I wonder what the next will bring.
I'm watching Chloe do her solo, and she's doing an amazing job. She's really just nailing everything. And then we're getting to the end, and it was the last 8 count. She was frozen on stage, and Chloe reads like a book. She can't cover that up, and I'm sitting there, and I just wanted to run up and grab her and give her a hug and run her off stage, but you can't do that.
I was very surprised by Chloe. She knows what it looks like when someone forgets their dance. She knows how awful that is. So why she didn't just run around in a circle and arabesque saute off the stage, I will never know.
You want to make me cry? I was just upset and confused why I did that. I just cried. I guess everyone cries when you cries on stage.
I'm beautiful. Don't cry. That's okay, Chloe. It's okay. It's okay.
Chloe, you won't.
She's a little girl. Mistakes happen. You know, we all can't be perfect. I couldn't be prouder of you. Even if you had the world's biggest crown, I wouldn't be any prouder than you than I am right now, okay? I'll let you live with us still, okay?
Lily, your hand doesn't hold your leg. You have to follow her. And I don't know what's going on with your back leg. It should be up. Straighten your knees. Lily, didn't go down after the double pay. Stop. Why are you still doing that wrong?
Well, last night, they were supposed to practice. We were there.
We didn't have a plan that was established.
Yes, we did.
I
It's in a
said
text.
no, it did not. We did not say that we were definitively going to have a practice. We did not say
always
that.
practiced.
Wait, so did you run Eliana by herself then?
Yeah, when we came home.
But not with her partner.
Interesting.
So, did you do this all on purpose so that the kids don't have solos and have to go up against each other next week?
Oh, is that like the inside thing there?
That makes sense, because you know Yolanda's like Miss Rehearse, like 30 times probably or more.
Ellie and Lily have this huge rivalry, and all last season, Lily kept beating Eliana. And Yolanda figured if she didn't schedule a practice, she could throw the duet, so Eliana wouldn't have to go against Liliana with a solo next week.
Lily's had a lot of solos. Normally, you would think that's what's gonna stress you out the most. This is a duet, but Lily has never been so stressed out before performing on stage. If they don't win, Yolanda, it's your fault.
Ladies and gentlemen, in petite advanced competition with an acro performance, please help me welcome entry number 33, Oceans 2.
I am really nervous because the older girls are really good. And yesterday, we didn't practice, so hopefully it's good enough to win.
That's what happens. That was a hot mess because we didn't practice last night together. As soon as it started, I'm like, well, there you go. I'm annoyed.
Stacy will not shut her mouth. She is yapping away, and we are right within earshot of the judges. If she was smart and had a brain in that doctor's head of hers, she would keep her mouth shut.
You have to let it go in. It's okay. You're so strong. It's okay, you don't have to always hold it in. So don't cry, okay? You did great. You don't need to cry.
Oh my gosh.
I thought all 4 of them looked great.
I thought they were great. You're being very pessimistic.
Wait a minute, time out. I don't like what I saw in the audience. There was a lot of talking.
She's like, and this was wrong, and this was wrong, and this was wrong. And I was like, wow.
Their timing was off.
Then maybe Lily should have been still practicing on her own.
They were supposed to practice together, and she never came.
I got back, I texted her right away. She said Lily is going to bed now, and then that was it. I thought they were amazing. I think you're being incredibly pessimistic.
Yolanda, just because you are talking doesn't mean that it's the truth. And no one believes you, and you look like a fool.
You're calling me a liar, I'm calling you a bitch.
Okay, you know what? This is not gonna happen. So, excuse me, get your purses. You're leaving, all right? Go. Go right now.
Well, all I was trying to say was,
Okay, I don't want you to be anyway about it. I want you to be gone. Poof, be gone. Let's go.
And our first place duo trio of the day goes to entry number 33, Oceans 2.
We got beat by the minis, so we don't have solos next week. I really didn't expect that.
Lily, Eliana, you won the overall high score duet. There's lots of writing on the judges' papers. I'm guessing their eyes were down when mistakes happened. Or maybe they thought she was supposed to do this and you weren't, and it was a contagion. Who knows? What I do know is that I think if the judges saw your mothers and heard your mother's conversation, you wouldn't have won that. You both have solos next week. So if the tension was hot this week between your two mothers, next week it's gonna be boiling.
When you're in that room with Abby, you have a look on your face like you want her approval. You don't need her approval. You need his. Go show them how fabulous you are.
I think at this point, my biggest concern for Paige is I want her to get on stage. She told me, I'm terrified for Abby to watch me dance.
Next to the Powerhouse stage is act number 75. This is the 18 contemporary solo.
I just really want Paige to go up on the stage and show Abby I am amazing.
You're gonna be great. Listen to your music. Trust yourself, honey. Trust yourself.
Performing The One.
I never thought I'd find a love quite as pure as this. You make me feel just like a child with your tenderness. I never knew all this time it was you. Now I can see you're my true love.
I worked so hard on this dance.
I know.
Are you proud of yourself?
No, because she would have done a can-can and remembered my dance.
Honey, you're not gonna get in trouble because I created it. Okay?
I bet $100 that she was gonna forget it and run off the stage. Her mother doesn't bring her to class. So this all goes back to Kelly. It's her fault.
No, you're not gonna get in trouble, Paige, because guess what? She's not your teacher. She didn't teach you. She's horrible. And you're trying to do your best for her? We're all crazy.
When Paige came off the stage, she said, all I wanted to do was show her that I could do this. And I couldn't because she scared me.
It's not her style. It's not her forte. You know that.
Just so everyone knows, I do not choreograph that, so I would never do that to a child.
Paige is a wreck, and I just feel like this is the worst thing that could have happened. And I hope that Abby doesn't take it out on Paige. I mean, the kid's only human. Abby, are my girls in the group dance?
Kelly,
you brought in choreographers?
This is not about your children. This is about you. You need to play by my rules.
I asked for choreography that was what my kids can do.
Well,
I wanted them to be challenged.
Right.
Not say I wanted Ricky.
For Paige.
Okay.
I am the best thing for
Okay,
Paige.
but
Because
guess
you know
what?
She had a gorgeous costume.
Okay.
She was doing a can-can. And
Abby.
Paige would have done it. She would have went out on that stage.
And I know
She
that.
would have looked gorgeous.
I know that. But yeah, guess what? My daughter was a wreck all freaking week. And now my kid is having attacks because she is afraid of you and afraid of what you're going to do to her. And you're allowing this with the relationship that you had with my kids and me.
Okay. Understood. I'm hearing you.
And it breaks my heart. It is horrible.
Kelly, you have driven the wedge between your children and myself.
No, Abby.
Yes.
The things you say to them has
No.
driven the wedge.
No.
And it's not me. I would never allow this to happen. It's not me.
Seeing Kelly break down at a competition like this really disturbs me. When I look at Kelly, I don't see the mom of 2 dancers in my company. I see my own student when she was 12 or 13 years old, crying her eyeballs out. That's when she stopped dancing. And I think Kelly could have had a great future. I just hope she doesn't do the same thing to her 2 girls.
You have to trust me. The dance that I had planned for you, you could do. You need to trust that when I put you out on that stage, it's not to fail. My job is to make every kid that leaves my studio that wants to be a professional dancer ready. Understand?
I do want to dance for Abby. I've known her my whole life. I know that she can be really mean and tough, but I love to dance and I want to get better.
Mackenzie, you're a bat, and bats hang upside down.
This week, Mackenzie has an acro jazz number, and it's based on Abby. This dance is jam-packed, and it's hard. It's a great number.
Regardless of whether we have these rivalries where people are competing for solos, I still maintain that Abby already knows who's going to have solos.
I mean, Mackenzie's not gonna get a solo over Kendall or Maddie, and she knows that. You know, but she wants to put her best foot forward, you know, and do well.
She did beat Maddie, though. Like, if anyone was to get a solo over Maddie.
Yeah, she's the only one out of this whole team who has beaten Maddie.
That is a really good point. That says a lot right there. Melissa should have more faith in Mackenzie. She has a chance to dance a solo at Nationals this year. And it's sad that instead of being supportive, Melissa doesn't give her confidence.
Kenzie, you gotta be faster. You're too slow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're early. Kenzie, stop worrying about it. She doesn't care what you look like. You didn't do the shoulder tune in the beginning. Why can't you do it today? You can do it. Yeah, you can do it there. It's just not as cool. I'll take that out.
This solo is difficult. It's hard for her to do. I hope that she is mature enough to get it together and then be beautiful on stage.
What, honey?
I don't feel comfortable.
Okay. Please, Kenzie, don't cry. It's a solo, for God's sakes. It's not the end of the world. Kenzie, this is ridiculous. Mackenzie wants to do well for Abby. She doesn't want to disappoint Abby. Of course she wants a solo at Nationals, but first and foremost, she doesn't want to disappoint Abby.
Come here. Why are you crying? So that's why you cry? I just don't understand why you're 10 years old and the tears all the time. You're a baby. Babies cry. Babies cry. You need to toughen up a little bit. What's gonna happen in an audition? You're gonna cry when you're standing there? Well, how do you say no? This isn't an audition. This is just a primate.
But I'm doing it on the stage.
Well, I think Mackenzie was bad crazy this week, crying because of choreography. Do something else with that emotion besides crying. It's too easy.
This is the hardest dance I've ever had, and there's a lot of tricks in it. I'm a little nervous. This week is the opportunity that I can show Abby I can have a solo at Nationals.
Judges, please find your paperwork for dance number 104, That Crazy.
Whoa, whoa, stop it. Stop it.
Stop. Too bad, you gotta let her go. You gotta let her go. Mackenzie's music started early. All I know is this is show business and the show must go on. Mackenzie was professional. She went out there, she did her solo, it was excellent, and she was a good sport. No tears.
And first place in the junior solo category goes to entry number 104, That Crazy.
I'm so excited that I won because I might have a chance at Nationals.